What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to lace a wheel and true it, I guess, yeah. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's just get right into it so it's not too long of a video. Wow. Can I do it? There we go. Okay. So this is just a practice one. This hub doesn't even work actually, and it's unsealed. It's an awful hub and an awful rim. Look at that, like, looks nasty. Yeah. But this is just to show you guys how to do it. This isn't. I'm not lacing this, and I'm not lacing it to put it on my bike or anything. But yeah. So let's get started. The first thing you're gonna need, the things that you're gonna need is, let's see. Oh my gosh. Spokes. So I'll put these right here. Why do I call them spokes? I'm sorry. Nipples. Spokes. Hub. And a rim. That's it. Oh, and a spoke wrench. So I need a spoke wrench too, I forgot. Yeah, so let's get started. So you don't need the rim just yet. You will need it here in just a second though. But all you need right now is the hub. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to get one spoke and put it anywhere like downward in one of these holes. I prefer to do it with the driver's side. I don't know why, that's just what I like. You can do it this side, but I prefer it like this. But yeah, just drop one spoke in like that. Right there. Alright, and then you're going to get another spoke, and then you're going to, instead of putting it in the next hole, you're going to skip a hole. You're going to put it in there, okay? So, I'll just do this really fast. And then, from there, you're going to grab your wheel, or your rim, I'm sorry. And then, let me see. You're just going to get any spoke, doesn't matter which spoke. Let me see. I don't really know how to show you this. You're going to put it directly to the left of the valve stem hole. Okay? So you're going to get this spoke, or just any spoke from the hub, and you're going to put it to the left of the hole, the valve stem hole. Just the left. Here, I'll try to show you. If you can see that. How it's in that one right there. Okay? You're going to put it into the left, and then you're going to get a nipple, and you're going to thread that on there. But not all the way, just about 3 turns on it. You didn't even see that, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on, let me redo that. Just get a nipple, and then you're going to just put it on there 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, just spin it on there 3 times. So that way, it'll make it easier for you, so it's not as tight whenever you're putting the whole wheel together. Alright, so after that, you're going to get the spoke directly after that, so that would be this one, right here. And then you're going to skip the valve stem hole, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3 over and put it in the 4th hole. Okay, so put it in the 4th hole, and then thread it on 1, 2, 3 times, like that. Okay, so it should look something like that. See how spaced out it is? So look, there's the valve stem hole, 1, 2, 3, and then you put it in the 4th hole. Alright, so I'm going to do this really fast. So it should look something like this. Alright, and if you don't have this, then you messed it up. Go back in the video and try to look what you did. But it should look something just like this, okay? I'm stupid. Turn the whole entire wheel over. Get another spoke, okay? And then search for the valve stem hole. Okay, found it. Once you find it, the spoke directly to the right of it now, you're going to look. Okay, this is kind of the tricky part. And I really need to show you this. I'll actually just pick up the camera to show you guys this, but okay, this is, yeah. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that, but that hole right there, or this spoke, there's these two holes that are, I'm trying to show you. These two holes right there, you're going to put it in the hole directly to the right of this spoke. Okay, so you got to line it up perfectly. You got to make sure the hub is straight, and then go down like this and put it to the hole into the right. Okay, so we're going to put the spoke right in there, just like that. Okay? Alright, so once you've done that, then all you're going to do now is put it directly next to this spoke right here. Right next to each other, just like this. Okay? And then directly to the right of this spoke. Okay, so put it right here, and then thread the nipple onto it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then next you're going to skip a hole, like you did on the other side. Put it in that hole, and then do the same thing, just like that. Put it next to this spoke. Okay, so it should look something like this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that real fast. You alright? So, yeah, so now you're going to turn it clockwise, okay? So, and then again, make sure that all of the spokes are in there, so that they're all the same size, and they are. Okay, so now your wheel should look something like this so far, okay? So they should all be kind of like diagonal, or I guess not diagonal, you know what I mean. They should all be like this though, okay? That's how your wheel should look. Something like that, okay? And then after this, you're going to get another spoke, and then you're going to put it anywhere, it doesn't really matter, but instead of going this way, you're going to do it coming through this way. So you're going to put it in, like that, okay? So it doesn't matter where you put it. I like to put it like where the valve stem is. This is always my like key point, like where I find everything, where I go to everything, where I do everything. Is this hole right there, the big hole. So keep your hub kind of tight, like just keep a hold of it, keep it turned, and what you're gonna do, this part, it's not that tricky, but it can get a little bit tricky if you're not careful. So grab this spoke that you just put through, and then you're gonna count. You're gonna count. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3 spokes down, and then you're gonna put it in this second hole. That's right here. Okay, I'll try to show you. So you put it in a spoke. You put this spoke in this hole that's to the left of this one right here. So you're gonna count 1, 2, 3 spokes, and then you're gonna put this spoke directly, not this hole, not the first hole, but the second hole. Okay. See how it's like that? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. So I'm really sorry if this angle is really bad, but put it not in the first hole, but the second hole after this spoke. If that makes any sense at all. I'm trying to explain it my best. I don't really have a cameraman or anything, so I can't show you that well. But I hope you know what I mean, because hold on, let me try to explain it a little bit better. Okay. So put the spoke in like this way, right? Okay. Enter, and then count 1, 2, 3 spokes down. And after that third spoke, there should be 2 holes right there. 1 and 2. Don't put it in the first one, put it in the second one. Okay, make sure it's the second one. So put it in there, get a nipple, and thread it 3 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then you're just going to do that process throughout the whole, this whole side, okay? And don't skip a hole, obviously. I mean, just go to the next hole that's available. Oh, I was about to put it, oh, that would have been bad. About to put it inwards, or outwards. So, also remember, always put it inwards when you're doing it this way. Because that will, again, mess up your wheel drastically, where you can't ride it. So yeah, once you're here, 1, 2, 3, and put it in the second hole again. So you're just gonna repeat this pattern over and over again on this side. All right, I'll do this really fast. You should be done with this side, and it should look like a normal wheel from this side, but from this side it doesn't at all. So, you're actually going to do the same exact thing that you just did on this side to this side, which shouldn't be a surprise, because, I mean, you know, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, let's get started with this side now. I'll show you again how to do it just in case you kind of forgot. Get another spoke. Okay, let's use this one because you're going to put it inwards again. Doesn't matter what spoke hole you put it in. Okay, and instead of going this way, you're going to go left, this side. That's the only thing that's different. You're just going to go left, which, in my opinion, that's a little confusing since you were just on that side, and it's a little bit more difficult. Not difficult, but it's just different from what you're used to. So, yeah, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3 spokes over. Oh, 1, 2, 3 spokes over right here, and put it in the first hole, well, the only hole, okay? So, yeah, I'll just do that for you real fast. Yeah, the wheel should be done now. It should look something like this. Well, not completely done because you still have to true it. But, see, on the... It looks pretty bad. But the only reason it looks like that, I don't know if that looks like that for you guys, but first of all, this rim is really messed up. So I honestly don't even know if it'll even true correctly. And there might... there might even be a few spokes in here that are longer than each other, like if you can tell, like this right here. There, because I had like a bunch of spokes that were just like useless, and I had like a pile of them, and I just kind of put them together. So Yeah, this isn't good, but it I mean, it taught you, at least I taught you how to, like, build your wheel. You know, that was the main purpose of this video, was just teach you how to build a wheel. So yeah, I'm not going to true it because I really don't want to, because I know this is just going to be a hassle, and I probably messed it up by getting the wrong size spokes. But it doesn't matter because this is a throwaway wheel anyways. And a lot of these spokes were bent, like bad, like if you can't tell right here. This spoke right here. Those, how bad they're bent. Yeah, they're bent pretty bad. Yeah, I think if you just do what I was telling you and keep spinning it the same amount, it should true really easily. Like, it should actually look already true. This wheel is just messed up already. It's been messed up for a while. But yeah, just if you spin it 2 to 3 times on each spoke, then you should be good. Like, all you have to do is go through and tighten them, and then just tighten all of them like the equal amount, you know, and then like with finger tight, you know, and then get a spoke wrench and then tighten them the same exact turns, like go 1, 2, 3 turns, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that, and then so on. And then you should have a trued rim or trued wheel. Yeah, and if you don't know how to true a wheel, just look it up. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, peace.